breathe for a minute.
In command.
Yeah, they had me have some districts and show posts. And then,
We only got the redistricting maps, so there was no. It was sent to the national approval no. After which point, then, but things like that, I've been quartermaster for 3 posts. District.
okay, training.
Usually low. There's, items and website overviews. So we're gonna have to figure out how much of our money comes from this title as well. Yep. How much you know. People's.
Yes, she is most beautiful wife.
Look, I don't know what Jorge did to my thing. I don't know. He loves me. I don't know.
A whole lot of that to make us. Sheriff reviews. We were concerned about losing 1 and gaining 7.
I think the villain should. Yeah, I guess in that game.
We'll have to do a only convention. Constitutional convention. Rewrite the documents. Make that international. Make me your third of those big bucks. Self demands a 10% increase.
Hold their feet to the back.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey.
How's it going?
We'll ask you to move back about 6 inches from 7 feet. Feel like that if you want to be looking over the shoulder.
I could double check. You want to turn it this way or you're supposed to stand?
Jesse, you got to verify my date of return.
Hello, girl.
Oh, Enrique's on there. Okay.
I am just literally getting out of class.
Oh, sorry, dude.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Yeah.
So, but this is the last Thursday in which I'm gonna be in class. So
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
thanks.
Hi, Zena.
That's not having class. So, John, can you sit in this seat for just be the stand-in for
Sure.
for Enrique in a way? See, I gave you a assigned seat.
Go get out your cards.
So, for all you online, I just want to kind of show what's going on here. So, as you see, this is what is called in the bylaws plate 1A. These are when we say to take your stations, this is what it is. As I stated before, this year is going to be about teaching everybody about the bylaws and the traditions of this organization. If you were at that meeting, I'm actually I'm gonna let the guests talk first before we open the meeting. So we got 2 of them. So let's see here. Ink a bink bottling, you stink. So we'll go with you first and then Warrior now second. All right, come up here and address the podium.
Start off right at the
Hey, everybody. My name's Sam Peterson. I'm a combat vet from Afghanistan, former Army EOD tech, turned mental health professional. I'm involved in, more effective treatments for brain injuries, post-traumatic stress disorder, depression. Got an outpatient clinic here in the Denver area and an inpatient clinic that the VA is sponsoring. So we are finally getting the VA to pay for shit that actually works for mental health. Yeah. So, finally getting them to realize that we can actually heal traumatic brain injuries with things like hyperbaric medicine, and address the root causes of post-traumatic stress disorder with transcranial magnetic stimulation and ketamine. And, really excited to be here, get involved with this community. And I've got a big heart for, trying to, as we were discussing before the meeting, getting ahead of the issues that have faced a lot of veterans going through the ages with mental health. So thanks for having me, and you'll be seeing a lot more of me.
Wow, he kept it to a minute. All right, Warrior now, come on up here.
He has to join the post too, right?
Yeah, so somebody get his application.
Right.
Come on up, man.
Welcome to week 3.
I need you to fill in some blanks. Thank you. Come on.
Fatigue.
Most beautiful wife right there.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Well, my name is Watik. I'm the current CEO of Warrior Now. Our organization, our vision is veterans deserve better. We came up with that. I thought that was very appropriate for what work we do. And our mission is our organization assists veterans and their families improve the peer connection while breaking down barriers and assessing community resources while empowering self-advocacy and hope. Our organization was founded in 2019 by Brian Johnson, and I think you guys gave him an award like 3 years ago. He's since has gone to the level of being on the board, and I've taken mental and leading our organization forward. What we currently are doing, we have 4 contracts with different courts, and I don't know if you guys know about the Veterans Treatment Courts that are in the state, but if you don't know, Veterans Treatment Court is a means for veterans, armed force members, active duty, reservists, to take the route of rather going to traditional court, going into this program that will allow them to hopefully get their record sealed, expunged, or deferred. But it's a program that's really working on getting you back to being a productive citizen in the community. So what we do with that, we provide volunteer mentors to go along these guys while they're in these programs, while they're in the program. The program can last from a year to 18 months. But again, the volunteer mentors will be on the side of these guys, be there as their buddy, like we did when we were in the military. They'll help. If we need to put our boot in their behind, we put our boot in their behind. If they need support, someone to talk to, we're there for that. So we have our biggest thing that we have to help in this endeavor. We have a buddy check call that goes on from 7 to 8, Monday through Sunday. Anybody can get on that call. If anyone's struggling, or pretty much if you want to come on, forget my French, just to shoot the shit, you can just come on and get on that call. But we are there to support each other and build that camaraderie. Outside of that, we have a call on Thursday nights that's all for all females. So many females are going through MST and they don't want to be in the general population with our buddy check call. They can have their call on Thursday nights and build their camaraderie. And we also have a call on Saturday nights from 7 to 8 for anybody in recovery, any addictions and things of that nature that our veterans and armed forces service members. We also have pro socials. We do Top Golf, bowling, and we do fishing events. And we partner with other organizations that if we don't do it, we find another organization that does it. Like we want to partner with you guys because you have the community center, and we put that out to our demographic of folk that we work with as another resource for them to be out to go out to do things rather than isolating and not being part of the community. So our biggest deal here today and I'll let LT speak on some of the things, but we are looking for more volunteer mentors to assist our veterans that are in need. We don't ask for a lot. We only ask that, you know, someone reaches out to their mentee, which is what we call them, once or twice out of the week. We ask that you attend one court session with them to be their support at the court session, one time out of the month, and also attend one of the pro socials, one time out of the month. Because we know everybody has other things in life that they're doing, but we want to impede on that. But we just ask for a small piece of assistance. With that being said, I'm going to let LT introduce himself and close it out.
Wow. How's everybody doing? I'm LT, retired Army veteran, 24 years, United States Army, 82nd Airborne Division.
Right? All American.
All American. The biggest thing I would like just to put out, I say who, is that the mentorship program is what drives the actual court. So if we have strong mentors, we have an overall percentage rate right now, right around 80%. And that's in Colorado Springs. Denver is a little below that. And our main goal is to get them mentors so they can understand that everybody makes mistakes in life. We all know that. We all go through trials and tribulations. We just need somebody to be there to assist them and helping them get back on the right path. Speaking of the, excuse me, the free bowling we do, if you don't know, Crown Lanes has free bowling for all veterans from 12 to 5 p.m., 3 free games. The only thing you have to do is pay for your shoes, and that's $5. So that's the type of community that we're working with, and we just enjoy working with veterans. And thank you for letting us speak at y'all's meeting. Y'all have a great meeting. Stay out of trouble, drink water. Cool.
I want to ask any questions. You have a question?
What counties have Veterans Court?
Okay.
Around here?
Denver
What
County.
counties don't?
Denver County, number 2, District Court. Jefferson County, number 1. 19th is Weld County. 17th is Adams County. 4th is Colorado Springs. 10th is Pueblo. Larimer County's having their court come on in 2025. Douglas County's court is coming at the end of this year. And Trinidad is coming on in 2026.
So Arapahoe doesn't?
And Arapahoe
Yeah,
County is 18th, and then there's 2 municipals.
Yes.
That's Aurora Municipal and Lakewood Municipal.
So Boulder is the only local county?
Boulder is in talks with the state to begin the process of coming on board as having a Veterans Treatment Court. Adams is number 17. Yes, sir.
I know at one point they were talking about letting some of the rural counties do telehearings, so if somebody couldn't get to the metro or
Yes.
Springs or something.
That is on WebEx, so they can actually do it via WebEx, a secure site. Most of the courts do have that system in there, and based on the phases that you go through, because there's 4 phases in Veterans Treatment Court. Basically, after phase 1, then you can become on the Zoom calls or the WebEx. But if you're in an extreme situation, the courts also reach out to the jails, and then you can have your initial hearing through that process. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely do. warriornow.org.
I've done it. I had a mentee right about during COVID-ish. I had a female mentee and it was really rewarding. So if you're thinking about doing something like that, I definitely recommend it.
We have information on the website. So if you go to the website and want to become a mentor, you can fill the application right online. But we encourage anyone who has the spare time to really support. The week is really being impactful. And we want to make a difference. And again, we're all supposed to be veterans, supporting each other, continuing that camaraderie and being there to, assist each other. So if you have the time, please stand up and help your fellow veteran out.
And just with that, they just had the Justice for Vets Conference in Anaheim, California, and there was over 8,000 lawyers, judges, court coordinators, and mentors that came to the boot camp to get certified. So in actuality, we can actually have Justice for Vets come and certify as many people as they can, and they won't charge anybody for the certification. So that's another positive thing. Instead of having to do everything online, they'll actually come in boots on the ground and help us.
I have another question.
Yes, sir.
Are you guys VFW eligible?
Is fat meat greasy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, I have 5 combat tours.
Okay, let's sign them up. You got 2 more in there?
As a matter of fact, I do.
I just want to also just thank real
Paper
quick.
for you.
I want to thank Jared, Jim, and Dave for having us come out today. They told us about what you guys are doing, and we're very impressed with it. I want to definitely share this with our folks to get them involved with some of this art, because I think that's we have some beautiful art out there. So thank you guys for having us out.
Thank you. I was like, cool.
Oh, you're gonna put your number on them?
I am.
Okay, good. You guys are free to stay for the meeting too.
I mean, we've been on the road since this morning early, 6 o'clock. Yeah, man, it's been a long.
I've been VFWing all day too, man. Trust me.
No, we've been doing veteran transport.
That too, we do that too.
Cool. With that being said, I guess I get to finally use this thing.
Want the big one? Get the stuff filled out here before we leave, though, please. And by the way, you folks, it sounds like, veterans are getting an easy time in court now. But what they're doing is they're going into a situation that's really overwhelming. And they're getting someone to handle their problems for them in such a way that they get the problem solved. And then the courts are not soft on them. The courts stay there and they must operate properly.
Correct.
It's a treatment court, so treatment first. But the judge has at his disposal, we need to have the tough love, we can sanction them to go to jail up to 90 days during the time that they're broken.
Question on that, are they mandated to go to like VA treatment or?
Yes.
So they have to do it through the VA?
So what happens is, some people aren't VA eligible, right? So what they do, they have a staff, they have a wellness coordinator, they have a care mental coordinator, they have a probation officer, they have a public defender. You also have a prosecutor, and you have the judge, so it's a whole team. They do the assessments to see who's qualified to come into the program, and then
There's the thing on the
get.
thing.
Because if you're not VA eligible, sometimes Social Security Medicaid can come in and assist.
But you said the VA is changing the requirements. So if you have a other than honorable discharge, you can still apply for medical services and go and get your discharge upgrade. So they have just passed that. So each treatment court is different on who they take. They won't take felony, child molestation, murders, etc.
Thank
But
God.
if you have felony arson, they'll take you. If you have felony gun charges, meth charges, each court is different on how they do their treatment facility. So every court is unique on how they handle the treatment of all that. But to answer your question, like you said, there's a team. With the new law that passed, a lot of the veterans with other than honorable discharges, bad conduct and above,
Which one?
are eligible to get medical at the VA.
Neat.
So it's hit and miss, but like I tell everybody else, the biggest thing I tell everybody is don't listen to your buddy about the Veterans Administration. You need to go there yourself and figure it out, because there's called patient advocate. That's their sole job, is to protect you as a veteran.
It'd be useless.
Well,
Already have it.
There again, thank you guys for your time, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Is most beautiful wife Kristen on there?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I figured.
Yeah, Jorge changed my dang thing.
Sure, Jorge did it.
I want to split beautiful wife too. That's what I want.
I'm not gonna answer that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
First thing that came to my hand.
Don't forget, Jorge spends a lot of time in Utah.
Yeah. Oh, it is legal in Utah. It is. All right, let's get to the fun. At 7:15. Officers will take their respective stations. Unauthorized guests will kindly retire and the guard will close the door. Shit, let's totally screw this up, huh? By the power vested in me, I'm about to open John S. Stewart post number 1 for the transaction of business that lawfully may become before it. Officer of the day, satisfy yourself that all entitled to remain.
You check them.
Yeah, you check them online.
No, I don't have the speaker.
Once you're checked, then.
You're all good online. I know who all you are.
I'm just big gas.
Yeah. Yeah, where's the baby? Where's the future auxiliary member?
This is like one of the very rare moments when she's like not making me like bounce. Like,
Yep, everybody online's good.
Man, are all present or entitled to remain.
Thank you. Officer of the day, will you prepare the post room for the salute to colors? Follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance of America. Salute if you're wearing one of these cool hats. Or if you're a veteran, you can salute. Present arms.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. Comrade Chaplain, please open us up with the opening prayer.
Aye, sir.
Oh. Forget all these things you got to do. Parade rest.
Let us bow our heads. O sovereign ruler of the universe, who art the Lord of hosts, and God of peace, without thee our efforts are vain. Continue thy blessings upon us and our families, we pray thee, and guide us during our deliberations. We beseech thee, O God, to bless the dependents of our departed comrades and to comfort all who gave their loved ones to our nation's cause. Bless and strengthen the sick, the needy, and the afflicted. Bless, we ask thee, the children, families, and staff of our national home, and help us to fulfill our duty toward them. Continue thy favor upon our order, and help us to practice the spirit of true comradeship, both in our councils and with the world at large. Enable us to better the community in which we live through our devotion to duty as citizens. We now have a moment of silent prayer for our departed comrades, those missing in action, and those held as prisoners of war. These and all other necessary blessings we ask of thee, mighty ruler of the universe. Amen.
Want to give us the prayer for the national home? Comrade?
Do this.
Does everybody know what the national home is?
Yes.
Okay, we'll tell you later.
Those of you that do not know what the national home is, Eaton, Rapids, Michigan, different departments have houses and been there?
Yeah.
I haven't. But Colorado has a house that is well endowed with some money thanks to a gal named Mildred. But in any case, if you are widower, child of someone who's seen combat, you can possibly stay at a different home within the national home. There's job training available and schools and the National Home is a wonderful program funded by our donations.
Parade rest.
Almighty God, we ask your divine blessing on the children, families, and staff of our national home in Eaton Rapids, Michigan. May your spirit dwell with them forever, giving them health and guiding their lives. Help us to always be faithful to our fallen comrades by providing shelter and guidance, support for these families. We ask this in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Comrade Chaplain.
I say,
Sit. Oh, we're gonna stand too long, right? So those are actually two required prayers that we're actually supposed to do. If you do the prayers. We're gonna have like two more, so just be aware, you new people. It's fun. Might as well, new members, do we have any?
Didn't get a chance to sign or anything, but.
Okay.
I'm actually transferred from the shoe post.
Oh, cool.
JT.
This is the guy that just.
Well, thank you. It's. That for you. Oh, okay. Did you get one last package?
We've got one new annual member.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll put them in the, we could put them in the thing.
Was he going to?
Oh, are you gonna do life or annual, Sam?
It's a lot of pressure.
Honestly, you're gonna save more money on life. Cause $50 a year here, yeah. Just put them in annual for now, that's fine.
Okay.
Don't put too much pressure on it.
Comrade Commander, move to accept new and transferred members.
Second.
Do you want to say their names?
Well, you wouldn't let me.
Oh,
I said, we've got one annual member, Robert Cronin. And then in a little bit, we'll have a second annual member as of right now, Sam Peterson.
and then the transfer?
We've got one transfer, Becky McLean.
And then what's your name?
It's JT, the person, my last name is Italian, so.
Just say it out loud.
Like that.
Oh,
JT Alcaveta.
that?
JT Alcaveta.
Yeah.
Close.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye. Right, I forgot.
All
I can't.
who opposed, say nay.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. Departed comrades.
We have two deceased members. We've got Thomas Arick and David Dean.
Comrade Chaplain, lead us in the prayer for the parade rest.
Our Heavenly Father, the march of our comrades is over, and they lie down in a house appointed for all the living. The Master saith, thy brother shall rise again, for I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. We beseech thee to look in mercy on their bereaved families, and thy name shall be praised forever and ever. Amen.
Let's move on to the quartermaster report. Darren.
Okay, let me share my screen in just 1 minute. Screen.
Oh, my beard's all messed up today. That's too hot.
Quarter-S report. Doing the quarter-S report, it will get better. This is the first time I did most of this report. Next month, I'll do all the report. And for our current status, as of, we messed that up.
Oh. Yeah, it was June 9th when we did it.
As of June 9th, we had 736 lifetime members, 22 new members, 38 reinstated, 164 continuous members, for 960 total members. The prior year to date is 925 at 103.7%. I believe next month in July, it'll go down to
It'll reset.
It'll reset next month. This is June to June, essentially. In good standings, we've got 725 lifetime, 21 new, 35 reinstated, 157 continuous, 1 expiring, 5 continuous transfers, and 0 unpaid. Unpaid, we've got 52 for the 1 year, 17 for the 2 year, and 69 for the total unpaid, for a total roster of 1015. New lifetime members, we've got none. We just welcomed in the 2 annuals and our transfer. So our deceased members, all monthly bills are paid as normal. The out of making sure it's showing up there. The out of normal bills, we did some repairs upstairs to our sinkhole for the floor. We paid for some materials. We put down a deposit for the Brown Palace for our founders brunch. This is going to be a little bit different this year. We don't want to go too extravagant and pay for everyone. We're making it a little bit smaller. And we paid a wastewater management bill for $1,049.
That's the sewer bill.
Sewer. We spent $500 on our relief committee. This past first Friday, we had 3160 in attendance. The bar income, we'll have to go through the report a little bit. We had about $4,000 total come in, but how it's deviated to the gift parts will have to be organized a little bit. First time doing the report, I didn't do it quite on time. We won a membership March Madness raffle, receiving $500 from department. The check was received, deposited. And as you can see, our starting balances for our operation fund with our ending balance, we need to try and get a few more deposits in so we can be a little bit better, be working on that and setting up a few ways that possibly we can rent out the building, make a few more dollars to get our operation fund working. Any questions?
Move to accept the quarter master's report as presented. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion passes. Have the minutes been put on the
share drive?
The share drive and all that fun stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Do I have a motion for minutes for last?
To accept the minutes. Second.
All opposed? Or all? I almost threw it off. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion passes. Where are we? Jeez, we're just smoking along. Senior Vice, do you have something on our military appreciation or military day of the month? For D-Day or something?
Exactly. Oh,
All right, so everybody knows June 6, 1944, Operation Overlord, right? The big invasion finally happened on the European mainland, World War II. And everyone knows it's referred to as D-Day, but I've noticed many times throughout my interactions with people, a lot of people don't understand what the D stands for. And it doesn't mean devastation, doesn't mean drama. And what it was is the Chief, which was a European command group, did phases for every major operation, and they just labeled them by letters. So D-Day was the execution day for all of their operations. So that one is that's what it means. So as you go forward in your time, if you ever meet somebody and they ask you as a veteran, you're a veteran, you should know this kind of stuff. What does D-Day stand for? Now you can tell.
so does that mean Anzio is not on the continent of Europe?
Anzio should have had a D-Day for the invasion.
Yes,
Yeah.
but you said D-Day was the invasion of.
No, for every operation.
Yes, I know,
Yeah.
but Anzio.
No, Overlord was the big invasion. And you are correct, Western Europe rather than Southern Europe. Good point, good point.
There it is.
Exactly.
Yes.
And according to my grandfather, Saving Private Ryan was pretty close to the real thing.
Is that all? I'm trying to break
That's all.
Brittany's record already.
We'll never beat Sam.
It's not gonna
No,
happen.
I won't. We started at 7:15. It's only been 15 minutes. Junior Vice, do you have a report?
Yeah, but you chose to do that.
No, Commander. No reports, nothing to report.
Chaplain, do you have a report?
Hi, sir, I do.
Please approach the,
Don't need to.
Oh. well, here, I'll just turn it
Go ahead,
around.
turn it around. Hi, everybody. Anybody know what tomorrow is?
Honor flight?
Army's birthday.
Army's birthday.
Oh.
Aren't you all glad that the
Flag
that the
Day.
Marine knew that
Ooh,
the Army? And tomorrow is Flag Day. Tomorrow is the day that we honor the fact that we have the stars and stripes. Keep it in mind, and as you see flags, remember all of those that paid for our right to have that flag. Thank you, Commander.
Thank you, Comrade Chaplain.
And Saturday's Jorge's birthday.
Oh, Saturday is Jorge's birthday. Everybody say something to Jorge.
Happy birthday, Jorge.
I'm not even bringing that one up.
happy birthday, Jorge.
Actually, I'd like to point out that John King just pointed out tomorrow is also Donald Trump's birthday, so take that with what you will, Kristen. Jorge
I
and
have
him
no
share a
comment.
birthday. Our illustrious auxiliary president, Elizabeth Wybanga, do you have a report for us? District 1 Commander, do you have a report for us?
Well,
Might as well come up.
Tell us about the new district. All about it.
All right, hi guys. So yes, during departments, there was a lot of,
Fun.
well, yeah, it was a little fun, but it was also kind of I would say a cluster, you know what, when it came to redistricting, because some of the posts claim that they were not informed, which was not entirely true. They were informed, they just regretfully didn't want to read it because they wanted to push it out till the next year. Well, we as a district, we as a department, we actually shot that down because it's like, no, we've been sitting on this for about 4 or 5 years. So with being a new district commander, we all kind of led the charge and said, nope, we're doing this. And so here pretty soon, we're gonna have to have a district meeting, all new elections, because we're getting more people in. Honestly, I don't know if we're gonna see any difference or not, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I'm not doing it. Yeah, I think Comrade Holland is probably not gonna be quartermaster, which I don't believe.
Possible, but we'll see.
Yeah. we'll see. But for the most part, I look forward to being district commander, and even though I can't be a inspector, quote unquote, neither can where's it? There we go. Even though you can't either, we'll get somebody else in here to.
What posts are leaving the district and what posts are joining?
Good question. So the only post that is leaving us, it will be 501. Anything north of Colfax, they're going to District 10, or they'll stay in District 10. So like the Aurora post, as well as 501, they're gone. We're picking up Inglewood 322, Littleton post. We're picking up Parker, Castle Rock, and Morrison. And Sheridan. 9644? Yeah, there we go. Right. So we're picking those people up. We're going to be apparently it's even nicer now, allegedly. But I think we'll give rather than 5061, because let's face it, they've been our go-to for quite a while.
Maybe we'll actually have a district meeting here at Post One.
I can't control that. I'll have to, well, I can.
District Commander, we'll talk offline.
Sounds good.
Thank you, District Commander Sam Woodbank. All right, Service Officer Absalom Pratt, do you have anything for us? Thank you. Surgeon Brian Aspect, do you have anything to report? Roger that. We're just flying along. Mr. Jim Stevens, our home board advisor, do you have anything to report?
Todd is supposed to be back tomorrow, and he's promised he's going to get the drawings finished.
Okay.
He's going to do.
Are you doing a VAC report or are you making her do it? She was like, huh?
Well, we have two things that I want to bring up for the VAC. Thursday 7th, we're going to have a volunteer work party, and we're going to get the upstairs all cleaned out and painted and get it ready for use again. We'd like to have it ready so that we can do events up there again.
Well, the idea also is to keep people in this building when they're buying drinks.
Yeah. Thursday, the 27th.
Time?
10 till what?
Saturday, the 29th.
10. I'm sorry. Yeah. Saturday, the 29th. Saturday, the 29th. 10 till whenever we get done. 10 till whenever we're done. Now, on Thursday, the 27th, which I was going to talk with the other, on Thursday, the 27th of June, that is the rotation date for the art out at the VA hospital. We're the vendor for the veterans out there. All the veteran artists sell their art out there. That money goes to the canteen service, then it comes to us and we pass it on to the veterans. And we do that because an individual can't contract with the VA. A vendor has to be a business or a nonprofit, and we represent all the artists as their vendor out at the VA. But we also help with the rotation 3 times a year. So in 2 weeks, on Thursday the 27th, from 1 to 3 at the VA hospital, we need volunteers. If you can volunteer, grab me before you leave and let me know, because we're going to be taking in art and handing it out. And then a few days after that, we'll go back to the VA hospital and actually hang the art. They haven't given me the day on that one yet. So the one I know right now is rotation is on Thursday the 27th from 1 to 3. Okay?
Yep. Thank you. Oh, we're almost done. Jared, you got anything? Nothing? Thank you. Poppy Drive. Joe, how did your Poppy Drive go on Friday?
Hey, everybody. We had a successful Poppy Drive, first Friday, June 5th. The next Poppy Drive is planned September 6th, first Friday in September. Let's see what else. Oh, and then one last thing I wanted to bring up historically, to piggyback on what Dave was talking about. June 1st through June 26th in 1918 is when the Battle of Belleau Wood in France happened on the Western Front. And that's when the Marine Corps famously shot people at over 500 yards away, earning the name Devil Dog. So I thought I'd share that with the post this evening.
Thank you. That Marines, like cult.
Thank you.
No problem. Do we have any old business? Nope. New business. This is something I wanted to bring up. Thursday nights suck. Obviously, we don't have the type of people that we should want to have to come in here. And basically, Elizabeth, she's already changed her auxiliary meeting to not permanently, but they're working on second Sundays at 10:30. Theirs is a little bit easier than ours to change theirs. We have to change our bylaws. So what I am proposing is that we change our meeting date to the second Sunday at 11 o'clock. This way, it gives us enough time to speed through this, and then we can watch sports or whatever, if the Broncos are playing. Or
Yeah, one question.
Brittany has a question.
I can actually, I'll wait till discussion.
Okay. So does anybody have any discussion?
Comrade Commander,
Or, oh yeah, point of order.
that we
Make a
amend our
mo-
bylaws to change the meeting date to the second Sunday at 11 o'clock.
All right, Commander, second the motion.
discussion?
I didn't hear what Keen said.
He made a motion to move the
And
amend the bylaws to change our meeting to second Sundays at 11 a.m.
Oh, gotcha. Thanks.
Yeah, we're in discussion.
We're in discussion.
Yeah.
Can we, I think the bylaws require 2 meetings to change, so we couldn't change it till.
Yeah, so we would,
We can propose it now, we can't vote on it until.
Correct.
Second reading. And 2, for scheduling, can we play this to like September or October? Because some of us have our schedules.
Mhm. well, it would take till September or October for this to take into effect, just because of how national works. We wouldn't, because we would have to send up our bylaws to national. So this is basically, I'm just opening it up, this discussion now. It's gonna take us about 2 months to amend these bylaws. So basically the next meeting would be the vote to rubber stamp it, basically.
When was the last time the bylaws were reviewed?
2021. Yeah, and that's how I know our meetings are on our bylaws. We could just remove the meetings from the bylaws too. Brittany, what's your question?
Well, I guess I think we should consider why we chose Thursdays at 7 before we move it. The logic was younger folks didn't want to spend their weekends at the VFW. Like there's, especially in the, like during the summer, people are away with their families. So I think that was in an effort to increase turnout to meetings. Also, that would be, if anybody attends church, that's when church is.
We just did 3 prayers.
We got one more.
My church sings Indigo Girls instead of praying. It's really nice.
OMG.
I was just saying, the reason why, so when we put out that, when we put out the reason why I'm bringing this up, so this way, Brittany, you understand, especially when it comes to the larger audience, when I put out that survey, a lot of the reasons why we got people that said they don't attend on Thursdays is because they are tired after work. They want to just go home. They like the habits have changed. Like we really can't go back to the way things worked 10 years ago and expect that to work in a post-COVID society. A lot of people want to be at their home, and in a way they also want, and the other reason I brought this up is because I want us to be an integral partner with our auxiliary. Right now, our relationship with our auxiliary is next to none. My biggest thing this year is I want to bring the auxiliary and the post back into the same house and back meeting on the same days. So if, in a way, with that thing, it just showed us that a lot of people are willing to come on the weekend, because then they can bring their kids to the post. They could bring their spouse to the post. And Sundays, for some reason, was like the number one day that just kept getting picked. And a lot of comments were, we don't want to do Saturday because my kid has soccer practice or my kid has football. So in a way, you know, Sundays is kind of the thing that people will come out. We could barbecue, we could do a Steel Beach picnic, whatever we want to do on a weekend, versus usually we get out of this meeting at, 8:00, 9, and everybody wants to jet for the door. And the biggest thing that a lot of people have brought up is there's no camaraderie around here. Nobody feels like they're welcome. These are all the words that are coming from you guys that came from those surveys. And I wanted to hear that, because if we're not asking you guys what you want and what you need, then we're not being effective leaders. And if we just keep going by what used to work, well, we also used to have a giant parking lot behind us. We don't have that anymore. So we have to figure out ways. And Sunday, we can call Metro State and get the little green building parking back for us. We can have parking on the street. We found that out with the COA. When we held the COA here, parking is not an issue on the weekends if you do it early enough in the morning, because nobody's there. So, COA is the Council of Administration. It's what we held here on St. Patrick's Day weekend. Yes, Jared.
When is the auxiliary meeting now?
Currently, it's the second Saturday, but we're in discussions to changing it to the second Sunday.
So we'd be meeting at the same time, same place? Maybe we should
Hopefully.
have a joint committee to plan activities every day, so we have something. It's not just like.
Yeah. And that's the hope. That's the hope I would like to bring us together. Elizabeth, do you want to add something to the discussion, please?
Yeah, as far as the auxiliary, it is up to the membership, but we're going to come back here if we're gonna move everything else. So it has to be put up to a vote to the membership. So if you have spouses in the auxiliary and you want us to be in this building, I encourage you to come to our meetings. Or have them come to the meetings.
And I encourage all our spouses to sign up for the auxiliary if they have not yet.
The issue I see with us being our meetings at the same time means that there's not representation, and I can't make announcements in meetings on behalf of the auxiliary if I'm in my own meeting. So there is that.
Point taken. Then we could have a joint opening of the meeting. Like,
So we'd all be here too.
yeah,
Joint opening 10:30, meeting 11.
Yeah. Yeah, that's quite possible. A 30-minute joint open. Like I said, I just want to bring us both together and make it to where a strong auxiliary and a strong post need to happen. Because when you don't have both, and as John could tell you, as I could tell you, as anybody that's been on the department level can tell you, if the post doesn't support its auxiliary, if the auxiliary doesn't support that post, they are doomed to fail. I can guarantee you that. We closed down 3 posts this year or 2. I think it was 2. And the number one thing that took both of them down was infighting between the auxiliary and the post and just no unity. So I refuse for that to happen at post 1. We should be the standard. If the standard is that the auxiliary meets with the post, that should be the standard here at this post. Yes, David.
Question, Commander. Do we have to have our meeting dates and times in the bylaws?
That's a good question because I believe you don't.
Because I'd like to propose an amendment to the original. Instead of putting forward a proposal to change the date, the proposal to remove that from our bylaws so we can control our meeting downstairs.
Yeah, I'll check the book and double check with the. Yeah, because well, in a way, we have flexibility built in. We have flexibility built in with the Zoom thing. Like when we had that big snowstorm that happened, we just said, hey, we're just going to do it on Zoom. And we didn't, notify the state commander within 14 days and all that. Well, we technically did because he was a member of here, but like we didn't go through the proper channels. Like the adjutant quartermaster didn't get an email from our adjutant quartermaster, maybe because I was sitting right next to him. I don't know.
Jesse,
But yeah.
do we not have to, can you not have a date in the bylaws, but you just have to put it out to the members like 30 days? Or is that, no?
I will double check.
Okay.
How about, so everybody knows, I say we table this until next meeting. And then that way, when we know table it, but yeah.
Move to table.
Second.
All in favor to table?
Right.
I'm not even going for the nays. Or actually, I probably have to, according to the bylaws. Any nays? Okay, good. Passes. We're gonna table that until next time. So I will have I'll have a better thing for you guys. Any more new business?
Commander, may I approach?
This guy. I guess. Past state commander.
Brittany, I'm gonna protect your record. No, actually, I'm gonna make it short. So for those that don't know, there was an election for our national council rep at the department convention, which I was a candidate. Dave Stone was reelected. So I did not prevail. Now, had I prevailed, one of the side benefits, I guess, the national would have paid for me to go to certain meetings and cover some of my travel, which would have been very helpful in my campaign for commander-in-chief, which is the ultimate goal. So that being said, Post 1 is managing my campaign fund. And we have national convention coming up, but after the national convention in Louisville, I'm going to need to start traveling to some of the other states in the Western Conference. So, I'm sorry, say again?
Hawaii.
Well, Hawaii is the Western Conference this year. So I'm already planning to go to Hawaii.
We're going to Hawaii.
Should I just give you buddy passes?
Kristen, yes, buddy passes would be outstanding. Thank you.
Hey, if you want to ride to Alaska, I'm leaving tomorrow.
How long of a drive is that?
Well, I'm going by Houston, so. So we got to-
Can't you pick me up on the way back? I don't think there's any meetings scheduled for Alaska. But so if the posts were so inclined to contribute to my campaign fund, that would be greatly appreciated. I think John Holland previously mentioned this could be a pretty expensive endeavor. And my understanding is that Ron Lattin at the first council meeting in Cortez is going to be asking the department council administration to provide some campaign funds.
On the budget.
Well, that's when they set the budget. So just going to put that out there, and if anybody were to make a motion, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
I would like to speak with you offline and come up with a proper number.
I have a
Okay.
plan that I actually brought up with him that I think we could do. We make one of our cocktails to basically support his campaign fund.
Do a fundraiser.
Yeah, so like, you know, the Adios or the margarita or the Absalon drink. You like I named one after you. One of those could like easily generate him $500 every month. Like that is the kind of money that one of those cocktails generates on a first Friday. So I would look for a motion that we have one of those signature cocktails help him out.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah,
All
Just,
in favor?
maybe,
Oh, Brittany's. See, this is why you gotta be in person. It's easier for the, go on, Brittany.
we can't pretend like it's
Discussion.
2019 anymore, okay? We do Zoom now. Anyway,
I hate
the
that part of this.
could we maybe get an estimate for how much you would need, John? Just
$500,000.
How
That's how
much?
much it cost. This is how much it cost Tim Borland, was $500,000.
Let's see.
We're gonna get off and talk about it, so you can do it.
Well,
Okay.
all right, and we are we gonna be okay? Are we going to be able to make ends meet and pay our bills? If we lose some of the cocktail money, it's really our only income.
Yeah, because we're gonna make 4 cocktails.
I know, but I don't think people are gonna drink more. They're just gonna divide, they're just gonna buy that one instead of one that they would have otherwise purchased, which I'm fine. I want to support John. I just want to also make sure that we're paying our bills.
Raj, can we so maybe amend the motion, say we do it for just the summer months?
I'd accept that.
I mean, if we can cover, if you think that we can cover all of our bills and do this, then it doesn't matter.
I think we could cover our bills as soon as we start being able to rent this place out. Literally, me and Darren were going through the voicemails, and I have 10 to 15 people that want to rent this place for $1,000 a day. As soon as we get air conditioning, as soon as Todd talks to Jim, like,
As soon as we get a certificate of occupancy.
yeah, 100%. Yes, Larry.
I understand that we are saving a lot of money on founders this year,
Correct.
so hopefully we're no longer gonna be $40,000 in the hole every year due to founders. So
Let's hope.
that money will.
Well, when I was quartermaster, we only lost $200 one time.
Well, I'm saying that the lights will be able to stay on since we're not sending money into founders.
Hey, the COVID one was plus 20 grand. So just saying, we could do a virtual one again.
So it sounds like there's potential
Yeah,
that there's an offset available for our annual, but I don't think we've necessarily run the numbers down.
and honestly, like, I'm open to more innovation. Yeah.
And still have budget left over.
Yeah.
Excess.
Yeah, because we
I will
gotta,
definitely donate at least one buddy pass for him.
she's gonna give you a buddy pass.
Thank you, Kristen.
You still have to pay for it, but it's half, a quarter of what a regular flight is.
Yeah, you just gotta pay the taxes, right?
No, you still gotta pay, like, it costs Johnny $150 to get from here, from North Carolina to here.
That's not bad. He sells houses for a living, he got it.
Yeah.
So. Any more discussion? Are we gonna pass this motion or?
I'm very confident we're not.
I think that we might. You say Borland?
Yeah.
He's a bit of an exaggerator.
Oh, I know. No way. Jim Borland, an exaggerator. This is live on YouTube right now. You might be watching, who knows?
Point of order.
Point of order has been said by our junior vice.
So, yes. So my question is, what is exactly the motion that we're currently voting on?
That's what
as
I
it
think
stands.
we're also trying to figure out right now, because
That we have a fundraising drink available on first Fridays to help raise money.
what Absalon said.
That one's been followed.
Okay. Just need some clarification.
Yeah, so let's say the motion is to create a signature cocktail for at First Friday to help raise money for John Keene's bid at National Commander. And let's say the timeline is for 3 months and see how it goes and revisit in 3 months. Does that work for the motion? Well, I need a first, so you're the first. Or, yeah, something like that. Okay, any more discussion on this? All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you, everyone.
Good of the order. Oh, yes. No, I got stuff for good of the order.
I have something for new business. I just,
Oh, do you got more? Yeah, we got more new business.
The little yellow hand doesn't work for you.
Yeah,
You just gotta speak up.
yeah. Cause I'm looking at my notes. Or actually, I'm looking at the meeting minutes to help Jared out.
so I want to keep this quick. So, last year we sponsored a National Guard unit, and we sponsored their family day, and we had volunteers go out and do that. Anyway, they want our help again. So I just wanted to let you guys have the opportunity to vote on it. But for context, we did not get any new members last time. And it was a bit of a logistical feat.
Nightmare. Yeah. It was a logistical nightmare. Yeah, it was a lot of effort for no. Yeah. For
Yeah,
a bunch of timers.
Yeah, we didn't get
We could
any
give it to
members or auxiliary.
I don't think they had a lot of potential.
Yeah, we'll contact our friends over at Legion 1 since they have lower standards than us. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, it was a lot of effort, and then we had to give all the money back to National anyway, because we didn't buy enough stuff. Yeah. National gave us $2,500, but the problem was the Legion put in 1,500, the auxiliary put in money, so we couldn't even account for any of that money. So when we basically got the 250 that we spent on non-alcoholic beverages.
And I got like a bigger grant so that we could cover down for the Legion, because at the time they were reorganizing, and we didn't know if they would be able to pay for any of the food. So that's why we didn't end up spending it all.
Right. Yeah, and they're still reorganizing. That department's a mess. So is that all? Do we want a motion for that one, or we're just gonna ignore it? Like,
I think it would have been, if we wanted to go back, it would have to then.
yeah,
Discuss.
do we want to?
I think Brittany, I second what Brittany's stands, haven't been there last year.
Yeah.
This is a much more target-rich environment for the Legion. than
Yeah.
it is for us, just
Yep.
for the nature of these things.
Yeah, they don't deploy anywhere. Cool. Can I move on to good of the order? Does anybody else have anything for new business? And new business basically means we spend money. Old business is we should have spent money. Cool. Everybody got that? Cool. Now moving on to good of the order. We got some things that came up from department that we got at the thing. So Brittany, technically this is yours. We were the first post to have 100% membership in class 5 for 2024.
I take
So-
all of the credit, 100%.
So put that in the stack of all the other ones we have. Give me the other ones. The recruiting.
This isn't them.
Where did they?
This is what you gave me.
I think LT from,
Where did they go?
Warrior now.
Where now stole my Okay, so good the order over. So let's go to the closing ceremony. Oh Jesus. Okay, we're still here. Go on, Larry.
What if the order's never that short?
Can we next month return to the traditional setup rather than this campfire cookout?
We'll see how the commander feels.
This is
This is the traditional setup.
Can we return to our traditional setup of the officers?
So back to good of the order, okay? So in the forward of your post ceremonies, you know why we do it this way? Oh, come on. It's a good thing. It's the forward is the ceremonies described in our ritual as the high ideals for which we strive, Larry. All ceremonies should be presented expressly and accurately so that recruits, hey, this new guy, and members alike are impressed by the full meaning of every action.
I'm so impressed.
Okay, let's move on to closing ceremonies, shall we? This is just basically an experiment. Does everybody like this or no? I don't really like it either. It's stupid. Yeah.
Space, not back of the set.
It kind of implies in the back of the head somehow what makes the crowd. I'm not sure if that's.
Yeah.
true. I like the back.
Yeah.
Really nice.
It is kind of fun. It's kind of fun. But anyway, it's a one-time thing. We're gonna probably set up in plate 2 at the next meeting. Or no, we'll go for plate 1B, which is what I like to call Knights of the Round Table. Which basically we can get rid of the podium and we can all sit around in a circle together. And everybody feels a little kumbaya. Yeah. Hey, we can do whatever. But I'm open to change or whatever you guys want. But I just wanted to show you some of the ways because when I started running up the chairs in department and I show up to someplace, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? It blows your mind for a second. Because it's very Masonic.
There is one quick good of the order story. My first meeting as junior vice commander was my third meeting at the VFW post number 1. The guy sitting in the chaplain's chair by the name of Ray Starkey stuck his tongue out at. He looked like a mean, nasty old dude, and there he was sticking his tongue out. Made me feel right at home.
All right, let's go on to the closing prayer, Chaplain. Since I lost the last blurb that I was supposed to say. Oh, yeah. That means stand up. Since when? Go on. It's written in the book. Great rest.
Almighty God, the hour has come when we must part. We commit ourselves to thy care. Thou who art our strong tower of defense and our protection, granted in life's battles, we may be strong and brave, living such lives of stainless integrity as shall reflect honor upon our country, the veterans of foreign wars of the United States, and glorify thy great and holy name. May thy good providence shield us from all harm. Watch over those who even now guard the gates of freedom, and bring us together again in true comradeship and peace. Amen.
Amen. All right. Dang it. It was all Larry's fault because he made me find the forward. I had everything going because there's some stuff I'm supposed to say. Yeah, you know what? Turn, face the flag. Let's salute the colors of our nation. And salute. Order arms. And that is the closing of VFW Post 1. We'll reconvene. What is the date?
The 11th of July.
11th of July. Yay.
Thank you, everyone. I gotta get back to class. Take care.
Bye. Good job, Jeff. Comrade
It
Command,
wasn't too bad.
you did great.
Body.
27.
29. Yeah.
I'm gonna count this as the meeting continuing, but
You probably send an email.
Oh, everybody hang out for camaraderie and all that fun stuff. Yeah. We have non-alcoholic drinks today.
Sometimes be during.
Because I didn't address that part. Because police.
A few things like that. I just posted tomorrow.